Have you ever paused to reflect on how today you are living out dreams you once thought were impossible? No one ever said the journey would be easy. Jesus never promised ease, but he did offer us a powerful promise. The burden may be lightened because he has already swapped places with us. I bore the weight on the cross so that what you deserved has been taken by me, and what I deserved has been given to you. But let's be clear. It doesn't mean life will be effortless. Even if we lose everything, if we hold on to faith, we lose nothing. Faith is the force that shifts the ordinary into the extraordinary. It transforms someone with nothing in the eyes of the world into someone who possesses everything in the eyes of God. We must no longer be swayed by what we see. We must be guided by what we believe. With the faith that God has instilled in you, nothing is beyond reach. It might seem like the time to trust in God hasn't come yet. Yesterday's impossibility can become today's reality, and tomorrow's hope can be fulfilled. A single word can shape destiny. A single word can bring the dead to life. Our choices resonate in the short, medium, and long term. They ripple through time, shaping our lives in profound ways. The seemingly simple decisions we make are the ones that define our story. One of the biggest obstacles to achieving our goals is a lack of clarity about what we truly want. Often, we only realize the value of what we had once it's gone. We take for granted the things we hold, only to deeply appreciate them once they're no longer within reach. Pain and loss force us to confront truths that our feelings might otherwise conceal. Instead of murmuring about our struggles, let's declare, in Jesus' name, the reality we wish to see. Transformations happen when we speak faith into our circumstances. What could have been a source of stress can become a pillar of support because it's not about our surroundings, but our perspective on them. I urge you, in Jesus' name, to understand that many of us miss out on the fullness of life because we lack direction. Sometimes we are already living in a place we once dreamed of, but we are still looking ahead to a new future. When that future arrives, we often find ourselves yearning for yet another future. It's painful, but true. People often only grasp the preciousness of life when faced with loss. Experiencing a wake can profoundly shift our perspective, making us more appreciative of the air we breathe and the heart that beats within us. We learn to value what we have before it's too late. There are times when we speak words too late. Attending a wake where someone expresses unspoken love to a departed loved one is heart-wrenching. The words lose their meaning when the one who needed to hear them is gone. Our positioning defines our boundaries. This is interconnected with our faith, family, and calling. Sometimes we are waiting for miracles while neglecting to take the first steps of faith necessary for them to manifest. We might be asking for rain but haven't prepared the soil to receive it. God is saying, prepare to receive what I want to give you. Position yourself for your miracle. We cannot afford to let our lives slip into a state where hope fades away because what was meant to be has been lost. We need to recognize the value of what we have before it's gone. Those who are not yet in a position of authority but carry themselves as if they are preparing for greatness. Consider David, anointed by God, yet seemingly insignificant and overlooked by others. In God's eyes, David was already on the throne, but it took time for this reality to be recognized by men. What may seem occupied to you might already be vacant in God's eyes. Don't be swayed by appearances. Jesus sees beyond the present challenges. He knows the future because he is not bound by time. While a crisis may seem overwhelming, Jesus, who encompasses eternity, sees the resolution that lies ahead. He knows your path and is reassuring you, do not worry. I have written your story. Stop lamenting over missed opportunities and focus on the choices you've yet to make. To live the life you desire, you must let go of the life you're currently leading. As 2 Chronicles 7:14 says, "If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and heal their land." God's promise is conditional on our actions. If we take steps of faith, heaven will respond. The gospel is not about comfort, it's about purpose. That's why it often requires perseverance. So take a stand towards your destiny. Embrace the future that God has promised you. Anything less would be settling. Remember, Psalm 126:5 assures us, those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. I can't do what only you can do, but I encourage you to step into the life you were meant to lead.